In this video, we'll be discussing our control panels and the selection process. As you can see, Valin has several options for temperature controls and even more criteria leading to these choices. But how do we know which one to pick? We'll be going through their basic designs to get a better idea of what they are used for. We'll start by looking at heat trace controls. There are two main methods of control in heat trace, ambient and line sensing. Ambient sensing is switching many circuits off of multiple SSRs with a single controller and sensor. This provides an economical solution while still maintaining a responsible design. Let's say, for instance, we have 3 circuits of heat trace, each with its own GFCI and SSR power switch. There would only be one controller operating all of these circuits off of the temperature reading of a single thermocouple. Another factor in determining controls are the zones and loops. A loop is only a zone when that loop has its own power switch and sensor. A zone can have multiple loops. A better way to describe this would be that same ambient system that we saw earlier. We have 3 power switches, 3 circuits, but only one temperature sensor. So that would be one zone, while each circuit would be considered just a loop of control. However, if we had 3 temperature sensors, we would have 3 zones, because of the relationship between the sensor, the controller, and SSR. Ambient sensing only deals in single zones of control, however, but it can have multiple loops. If you only had one loop of control, you would use the HTP-A-4C. If you had multiple loops of control, you would need the HTPA, but with a matrix code of voltage and loops factored in. Next, we'll be taking a look at line heating controls. Line heating circuits each have their own sensor and power switch for control. Unlike ambient sensing, there will be a thermocouple on each circuit. This will in turn feed the controller that will power each SSR for each circuit. This would give us 3 zones of control in this example. If you have anywhere from 1 to 4 zones, you may use the HTP-L-C, and the number in parentheticals would correspond to the number of zones of control you have. Anything above 4 zones, and we would have to consult engineering for a custom product. That completes the heat trace section, but now we have process controls to delve into. Let's start with 1 to 2 zones, less than 30 amps, and plug-and-play systems. For this kind of a system, we would use a Valin console. There are turnkey solutions for 1 to 2 zone systems that switch under 30 amps. The base code for this would be VTS-110. However, there's a variety of options to choose based on your design. If you require basic PID control and have a single loop, we can start looking into our contactor panels. If it's less than 60 kW, we can use our base code of VTS-100-C. If it's 60 kW or above, we would need to consult engineering for a custom product. For systems requiring advanced PID control, it has a fast thermal system or 6 or less circuits, we would need to look into our SCR or SSR panels. If you require between 1 to 4 zones of control or a load less than 10 amps, we can use the F4T as it has integrated SSR power switching. If you have a single control zone that's less than 160 kW, we can use our base code of VTS-100-S. If it's above 160 kW, we would need to consult engineering for a custom product.